Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough. Little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating.
Energy ready? I'm going to go max energy.
Energy. Ooh, I'm nervous.
G'day, guys. I'm back. Well,
I'm nervous too. Maybe that should be the start.
I want to do a voice crack.
Like on a first day.
G'day, guys, and welcome back to the Jamo and Dylan Show. It is episode 193. The boys are laughing because I've just fucked that up a couple times.
I think it should be in.
It's
Maybe
so-
the
yeah,
video
you're gonna
version.
keep it in.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe we can promo this potty with that.
With
I
the
don't know.
broken mic already.
outtakes, yeah.
Oh, what broken mic?
Hey, no, it's fixed. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, we have the boys from Dear Sunday here. We welcome back Ben and Mason.
You are nervous, dude. What's going on?
Oh,
It's
what
good
a
to-
night.
Yo, how are we?
How are you,
What
boys?
up? What up?
We've been like having this awkward conversation of not having a conversation because we want to save it for the
Yeah.
podcast because
Yeah.
it's been a little while since we've seen each other.
Has
so-
been. I reckon this will be a long one. I
Fingers
reckon
crossed.
We'll pass an hour.
Last time was.
Last time,
was
yeah, it
good.
was 1.5 or something.
Yeah,
there you
Fair
go.
enough,
Yeah.
Just kept going.
One of the longest we've ever done.
Depends if we can get over these nerves. I feel like I'm on the first
I
day.
will get over that.
Yeah, I'm feeling nervous. This is weird, bro. What's going on?
Jamo's making me nervous.
Bro, my face is going red. I'm like sweating. I go, oh, this is disgusting.
How you boys been? It's been ages since the last
know.
day. We were talking in the car before and we were like, where were we at with the band when we first had that chat? And
Yeah.
I don't think we'd done anything cool because we still haven't really done anything cool now.
Yeah.
And Mason was like, I don't even know why they got us on the podcast. Like, we were nobody.
What
We're
was it?
still
Was it a year and a
nobody.
half ago?
Fuck, I think
Two?
so.
No, 2 years ago, yeah. 2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. It was our third birthday like a month ago. And I
Okay.
think it would have been just after our
Yeah,
first
about a
birthday.
year,
yeah.
It's kind of cool because we've been going for coming up to 4 years. You guys are at 3 years. So we've kind of grown a bit together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that's been awesome.
Well,
I
you're getting
remember.
some cool people on your podcast now doing cool things.
Yeah,
Trying.
we've had a few good ones, but we're always looking for more.
Yeah, for sure.
It's hard
Hungry.
to like, and I'm sure you guys have been in the same boat. It's like be appreciative for what you've done and be proud of yourself, what you've done so far.
Otherwise,
But-
you get caught in this rut of going like you want more, and then you take one step back. And
Yeah.
for me, it takes someone else to be like, "Well, as if you did that to me,
Yeah.
even appreciate it." Fuck, dude, done some pretty cool shit.
Yeah, that's the
is
thing with us, man. Like we'll have some crazy guests on, and then we're just straight back into it next week. We won't
Yeah.
really have that time.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool. Like Dylan and I want to have a Christmas party.
Yeah,
like a
boy.
business Christmas party type
Yeah.
thing. Maybe not this year, but the year after. And we want to get like as many of guests that we've had on the show
Yeah, sick.
to this one place and just have like a big party
Yeah,
around the
that
end
would
of the
be
year.
fun.
Because
That
that would
would
be a
be
good
sick.
like reflection night, but also just a night to let loose and just relax
enjoy
a bit.
it.
Yeah, so no, that's something we're looking at, and of course, you boys have been invited.
Yeah, fingers crossed. If this goes
Hopefully
out,
there's a bar tab, right?
I
This
wish,
Sunday ain't paying for shit. Well, we broke
but yeah, just give us an update on how you've been, what you've been
Far
doing
out.
since the
Yeah.
last
I
time we
feel
saw
like
you.
lots has happened recently too in like the
Yeah,
last
it's
year for
been
you
busy,
boys.
hey.
It has been busy.
Take us on a journey.
I quit my job.
I only work 4 days a week now.
Yeah,
That's good.
For the band.
Yeah. Just for the band.
Yeah, literally Mason and I just play Fortnite heaps, which is pretty good.
Brainstorming.
Still a tax
Yeah.
write-off. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
networking.
No, that's our meeting.
Yeah, our phones don't work for some
Yeah.
reason, so we just talk over that, which is sick. But we've been busy, man. It's just Mason and I now. The other
Yep.
boys, so Eli and Calvin, which is the bass and drums, they just doing adult shit, which is cool. So Calvin's building motorbikes and he does FIFO. Eli's building retaining walls and building a house and shit with his girlfriend. So
And building motorbikes.
yeah, literally. So the boys just they just left us because they love motorbikes. So yeah, anyway, Mason and I are still trying this thing. No, it's good, man. We've been busy.
How was that? Not to be like down and sad, but was that tough for you guys?
At the start, kind of.
It was a weird process. It's like, it's not like someone just says it like, oh, I'm done like
Yeah.
that. It's kind of like, oh, can we do this event? And they're like, oh, like we need to get everyone free.
Yeah.
It's like dating your 4 best friends.
Yeah,
You know what it's
literally,
like,
yeah.
even trying to
Yeah.
Trying to
tee
get
up your
a schedule for 4
lifestyles.
people.
Yeah.
It's just,
hard. But
So-
it happens super
4 must be
naturally.
difficult.
yeah. But we were real like open with the communication when it was
Yeah.
like, you know, hey, this is getting a bit too busy.
Man,
or
Eli
this
got
is-
his passport like a year. He's been to Bali and that's it. Like he's a full stay-at-home dad vibe.
Yeah.
Like that's his dream.
Yeah.
So for us, Mason and I have been over East a few times already this year since the borders have opened, and we're like going back in August, then going back in December, going back next year. So it's like we just get up and go. If someone says do it, we do it because we want to do it. So the boys it's so nice. Eli's playing with us tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
It's his first show back since
cool.
Castaway. So he played Castaway, and that was our first festival, and then the last one for him. And now he's scratching the itch, getting back on the kit, big puppy thick, back on the drums. So that'd be fun. He's looking forward to that. It's good seeing him all excited and giddy. It's like brought it back for us, which is
I know,
nice.
we talk about like touring and stuff to him. He's just like, no, it looks tiring.
I'd fall asleep.
So maybe just they come back for the local shows.
Well, that's
Cameo
always the thing.
appearance,
Like, they're keen to play shows and stuff.
We need people to play
like,
drum and bass for us. And it's good. Mason said in the car as well, like, we get to bring our friends now, like all of our friends, like we're obviously playing music in Perth, and a lot of our friends will stick up their hands and be like, from another band, I'll come with you over East. So
that's it.
get to do it with the different people, which is cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
And do you feel like you have enough people all around Australia? Because one thing I know about you two is that you're very good at building connections, and like you have a lot of people.
Because Mason's approachable. That's why.
That's true.
no one talks to me.
Oh, we had this conversation last time. Everyone thinks you're a prick,
It's
right?
still the thing. Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm just a happy looking guy.
Yeah, it's good. We've got a couple of Mason's friends over in Melbourne that we went over to play a show for Billy Bones. Had like a clubhouse sort of event. We went over and played that. I've never even met them before. Had one rehearsal. They learnt the songs from a Spotify playlist, which fucking rattles me. I don't even know how you could do that. One rehearsal, play the show. Like that's it.
Literally, rehearse one day, the next day play a show together. Like,
how do you do that, dude? I can't read. Or
Ben doesn't even know the name. He doesn't even know the names of the chords and stuff. So we're like, we don't have any sheets to give you because we don't know what we're doing.
No, that's right. I just listen to the song on Spotify and I'm like, but I forget the songs now. I fucking wrote them. But it's been good, man. The two piece for Mason and I is so beneficial. Just because we need to do a photo shoot. We do the photo shoot. Yeah. It's not like you don't feel guilty because your friends are busy doing life. You know what I mean? It's our dream, so we're just doing it, and it's happened naturally. So and we're still best mates with the boys. So it's easy now. Mason says jump, and I say okay, I'll jump. If you do a photo shoot, do a photo shoot.
Yeah, I like that.
Nowadays, it's just post more TikToks. It's
literally.
Well, that's the thing. You just have to take every opportunity.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as soon as if you say no to one thing, then it's you're kind of
that's
out.
it. Yeah,
you just need to always be there and be available.
Especially the way like booking works as well. Like because certain booking agents will cover a certain amount of artists, and they'll be the person who books those artists. If you say no once, it's like a bad sort of rep on. Like they're like, they're a bit hard to get a hold of. So I'll ask this band. But yeah, you got to be keen for everything and just be able to do everything.
Which we are, because it's fun as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's not hard. It's not like it's an annoying thing to do. We just get to play music with our friends.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, if you're trying to balance like a home loan and stuff at the same time,
that must
can't take time off.
No, that's why we broke and tried to do this shit.
That's why I live at home with my parents.
And same.
Living the high life, people.
Not ready to be an adult yet, eh? No
full
way.
denial. Fuck that.
At what age, like, I guess you guys would have had some like kind of sense of feeling like an adult, but at what age do you think you ever feel like an adult?
Nah.
Never?
Oh, man.
No.
I'm almost 30, bro.
No. I don't know. I see just everyone who I thought was an adult now, and I'm like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing either. Like,
that's
even
like
my parents.
You think about that,
like
like how our parents bring us up when, like, I still have the mind of a child. So, like, how are these young parents bringing up kids?
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Just got to keep trying.
I still feel 18 for
Fully.
sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro,
I feel like I've honestly digressed. I was so switched on.
Yeah, since you left your job, did you quit or have you just put it on the back burner?
I took this year off work.
Yeah.
I'm a high school teacher. I still have my permanency, which is cool. Like my school's super supportive. So I took 1 year leave, and then I just do heaps of relief. But they're super supportive. Like they get me in all the time. Like pretty much there full time when I'm home. So such a good balance though, because I can go away when I need to. And
and I have it good with my work as well.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't work Mondays. So going into this new job, because I moved companies since last speaking to you guys, and it was like, I told him, I was like, I don't have a work car. I've never done maintenance. If I need to go to Sydney, I need to go to Sydney. Like gave him all these things. They're like, yeah, sick, no worries. And I was
That's
like,
the thing.
what the fuck?
That's
Like, why did you say yes to that? Like, I didn't just compliment you guys.
Like the
I
worst
just said,
contract
literally, I was
ever.
like, so if you want me, and they're like, we'll have you. And I was like, okay.
Sick.
But they love it. They're super. The relationship's transparent. I'll just go, I got to go to Sydney. Here's the next tour dates. They go, yeah, sick, go.
I think it works best like if you're honest and upfront straight away. Then that's the
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
it
Well, it
should
makes
be
me
the
want to
whole
work
time.
hard. Like, I'll change dates around for them and make sure
because
that
they're doing right
yeah.
by you.
Yeah,
so
fully. There's more like a
Definitely, yeah.
friendship, if
Yeah.
anything. And it's not often you get that flexibility with like full-time work
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
just work in
100%.
general where they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, go. Like they don't mind. So it's handy. Otherwise, it'd be a fucking handful.
Oh,
It'd be
yeah,
so
for sure.
hard. You
I'm
couldn't-
working full time this term, covering for another teacher, and like even now, I feel I'm like, man, this is busy. Like I'm 2
Yeah.
weeks in,
Yeah.
I'm like, far out.
Yeah, it's full on.
proper grind.
Contradicting
Yeah,
sure.
as well.
I don't know how people work full time for like 30 years.
Are you even working anymore?
Yeah, it's 3 days a week. 3 days a week.
Boy, how long
I was
have you
meant to
been?
work
How long
today.
have you had this job for?
10 months, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Damn,
probably my,
yeah. Hell
it's my
yeah.
second longest job ever.
Dude,
But I called in sick today. And last Friday too.
It's good when you're transparent with your work. So, yeah, called in sick today.
But I've like gone
That's
to
why.
yeah, I've gone to visit Dill at work a couple of times.
What do you do for work?
BWS.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
alright.
boy.
It's good.
Yeah.
Dill's in his element. He's just chill.
I get to
It's
work by
nice.
myself all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a
The
little
boys always
laptop.
bring me coffees too, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my free coffees this year has been insane.
Talk
Must be
about
nice.
free. What did we get today, Dill?
Oh yeah.
The best gift we've ever been given.
Us.
So you talk about
It's
us more.
actually beautiful, bro.
Hey.
There it is. I hope you can see that. That's a Dear Sunday guitar that's been gifted to us.
It's
Amazing.
left-handed though.
That's fine. I don't think we'll be playing it, to be honest.
We don't have the skills. That'll be worth
No, he's a
millions
Dear
one
Sunday
day.
guitar. Then if you're not going to play it, just try.
I went in,
It looks good.
We'll take it everywhere though. Everywhere we go.
I went into Cashmere, so I was like, what's the cheapest guitar? Like, oh, we got this left hand one. I'll take it.
That's amazing. Thanks for that.
No
guys.
worries,
I
boys.
appreciate
She's
it.
always looking after us too. You always bring us
for
up,
having
and
us.
it was so nice seeing when you were talking about the what like your favourite app's been, and you said it straight away. It was super nice.
Yeah.
So many people, man. I reckon.
Man, at shows and stuff, the amount of people that come
from
up,
the
like,
I heard you guys in the Jamo Dylan podcast. Heard you guys in the
Yeah.
Jamo Dylan podcast.
Oh, it'll be good this time. Our TikTok's
Well, let's fucking
doing
hope so.
better,
I got my fucking got your Poddy tattooed to my leg, bro.
yeah.
You haven't even seen that yet, I don't think.
Not
Not
in
in
person.
person.
No, I'll show you later if you're lucky.
Yeah.
See how we go.
Show us now, man.
It's so
Yeah,
funny.
get it out. Flop
Just,
it out.
It's funny because the boys on live stream ages ago, probably like how long ago was it? A year,
Couple-
yeah,
year
couple
and a
years.
half,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
two.
They
Yeah,
go-
probably two.
They like on the live, and someone said something about your tats, and I was like, "Get a Dear Sunday tat," and you straight away went, "Yeah, if you get a Poddy tat, I'll
You
get a
got
Dear
it real
Sunday."
quick.
Dude, I
I'm
did it
still
that day.
Irish.
that day, yeah.
'cause
That's
our friend
crazy.
Sam, shout out Big Sam. He's like a tattoo artist.
Yeah,
He's doing
yeah.
a guest spot in Albany. Had his gun with him, and it was before a show we played down south, and he just quickly got the gun out and just tattooed me. So literally that afternoon, probably a couple of hours after we said it, I got the tattoo.
That's awesome.
So there it is. You haven't seen it.
Oh,
That's
that's quality.
beautiful.
That little vertical. Oh, I love it.
It's classy.
And
That's
the Rise and
amazing.
Shine, Kylie Jenner, shout out. So yeah,
That's
suck eggs.
amazing.
You have to get a Dear Sunday.
Yeah, when are you
tat.
going to get yours still?
Yeah.
I guess I'm due, aren't I?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
go thigh as well.
Man, the
Maybe
miss-
I'll go to the same bloke.
Yeah.
I follow him on
Sam.
Instagram.
Yeah.
So.
Sick. He'll do it. He'll love to do it. He's done a Dear Sunday tat on himself and one of the boys as well.
Elite.
The Misfit Mind boys, they shook our hand
Yeah,
for
we're
it.
doing it. We're
They're
doing
getting a tat as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The Dear Sunday
I
tat.
want to get a nice enchway tat
Yeah.
somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
Full realism on Mason's back like Steve O.
Lots of detail.
How good have those boys been doing?
yeah,
They're
they're
crazy,
crushing it,
bro.
man.
They're
incredible.
Dude, they're. I can't watch their
I don't know how
I
they
love
do
it, but I don't know.
yes.
It makes me so awkward watching.
So
like
the cringe factor.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's just
it's
oh,
really
How they
man,
can put
I-
themselves in those
Yeah,
situations.
I
They're
can't-
special people.
And they're
bro.
Yeah.
so good at holding
Yeah.
character, man. I don't know if you saw the most recent one where they're doing the window shopping thing.
Yeah.
And that melted them, mate. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, this is going on for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're staying in character.
They got the perfect guy to like fuck around as well. Like
Yeah.
that guy was made for that role.
Dude, he looks like he's straight from like Freo.
Yeah.
He looks like and he's a bootmaker. I was like, that is exactly what you look like you should be doing. I could over 50 times. Sydney, Melbourne, everyone was like, man, I saw on the Jamo Dylan podcast,
It feels like over east when we went last year, It's pretty crazy over there.
We almost had like more people come up to us in Melbourne. We were there for 4 days, and like it was a business trip. We were just doing like stuff every day basically, and we had so many people come up to us. It was awesome. The support around Australia has been great. I'm just going back to see what we've done since like we've seen you guys. And
we were talking about that as well. I don't even know what we've done.
It goes quick, doesn't it?
It goes way too quick.
And as we were saying before, you don't realise everything you've done because you just keep going and going.
Yeah, and it's with
things
releasing
pop up
songs
like
as well. It's the same.
Things pop up like, oh yeah, next week can you fly out here? Like we got hit up. Our manager calls us in the morning. He's like, yeah, can you guys go to LA like?
Oh yeah,
in 2 days or something. Yeah,
we've been to LA since.
Yeah, let's talk about that. It's
whole,
actually in our notes here.
So like, take us through the Lewd song, then going to LA.
We haven't even.
That wasn't even a song. Oh man, FIFA as well.
Yeah, FIFA. The white convertible in LA. Take us through all of that. So from the start of that song, I guess, because it led to a lot, didn't it?
Yeah.
So how we wrote "Want to Stay" and everything.
Yeah, and
I'll
then
start.
just
All right. So sorry, Lewd. We almost like completely missed the email.
Mason, almost missed the email.
Yeah, almost completely missed it. Like, his management hit us up, sent us an email. They're like, "Yeah, we like this track. Like, we're thinking of doing a collab." Sorry, Lewd, I didn't know who it was at the time. The other boys did. Like, everyone did. And I read the email like a week or two later because that was still early days. Like, we didn't look at our emails much and stuff. And I was just like, oh yeah, sick. Like, gave a generic reply, kind of.
You didn't reply.
No, I didn't reply for ages.
Eli saw it, and Eli was like, he doesn't get excited about shit.
Yeah.
And just goes, oh my god, Lewd wants to do a collab. Why haven't we replied to this? And then Mason was like, oh yeah, sorry for the late reply. Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then we got into. He sent us a YouTube link as like a reference from like another song. As like, we should do something like this with no track. And then Mason just played some chords to
made a little random backing track,
a little drum and bass beat, and then I sat there and sung like hummed the song into my phone, then like laid the lyrics. But then that was it. Sent them the voice memo.
How long did that little process take?
15 minutes.
That's
I think we wrote the song. That one was one of the ones that just sort of
which is crazy. So then we sent him the vocal stem, or just from our phone.
Yeah,
said he loved it. Then we went into our friend's studio and tracked it, just the vocals again, but without the track, and then he wrote the track around the vocals. And this is his EP was already finished.
Right.
We came on super late to the track, and then he made the song around the vocals. We retracked the vocals, and we were like, we need a female singer. Mason's sister was on the way to dinner.
Popped in, yeah.
And then with her and her boyfriend came over, and she sung the backing vocals.
Literally was there for 5 minutes.
And that was
that sounded elite, by the way. That was really good.
She was like, I didn't realize it was going to be used on the track. Like, she was like, oh, stressing. Like, I could have done it way better.
It's had like 13 million streams now.
That's insane. It happened at the perfect time too, because
right before he blew up.
Exactly.
Which is crazy. It'd almost be impossible to get a track
stuff,
with him now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because
Colin Hayes doing music,
which is so cool because it's like it happens so naturally and quick, and then all of a sudden it was out, and we were like, because we didn't even know when it was coming out. Like, we kind of had a date, but obviously there's so many like stems that goes through regarding to like label and management and stuff. Like, we just did the track and that was it. I remember we got told like probably 6 months before that, he's going to be on FIFA, and we were like, what? And then we hit him up.
We
like,
just
is it going to
told
be
that.
on FIFA?
Yeah.
And then
it was just that one comment and then nothing. And then
we didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then we woke up to like
the day before the soundtrack got leaked. The day before the release, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, we got the contracts now for it. Can you sign these?" Literally the day before, like 6. I was actually on the game. Like,
yeah.
Did you know it was going to be a big song? Did you have a feeling, or
not really? I mean,
you go into every song hoping that that's you know, like
once he started to get viral, it was pretty like, because that's his like one of his biggest, or if not the biggest original, because he does a lot of those like sick remixes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then it took us to LA.
Yeah.
So they just messaged you, say, boys?
No, they asked us. His management messaged our management just saying like, oh, can we, like, there's a budget for a music video. Only thing is, it's in LA, and then Cohen sent us a message to our manager going, hey, I think we should probably have a chat tonight. And we're like, what the fuck? And then I told work, and we were in LA like 2-3 days later.
Yeah.
So how was LA?
Sick.
Yeah, it was sick. Hey, well, like
it happened so fast. It was like,
no, I'll give the rundown though. It was like, so because we were doing like a video for a NFT company, and this is when NFTs were popping. Like, lots of people had lots of budgets with that stuff. So like they flew us out, paid for the flights. They paid
36 hours worth of flying, bro.
They paid for the accommodation as well. We're only meant to be there for 2 days, and we were like, oh, we're going to extend our trip. Like, can we just change our flight dates? And we're going to cover like our accommodation for when we weren't there. But then they extended the accommodation as well while we were there. The hotel was $500 a night.
Wow.
Yeah. You could see like the Hollywood Star Walk of Fame from our window and stuff. Like, and they paid extra just, because they have money, I guess. Like,
it's crazy. We were like walking the street. So, like, it was the same time as Coachella. It was the most LA thing. Like, you couldn't have even scripted it. We got there. We're in this convertible, and it was just this cool as fuck thing. We were like, "What the heck are we like? Why are we here, bro?" Or something. And then we walked out of our hotel, and there's this guy who's like, "Oh, can you guys like just turn up in our music video?" And we were like, "Yeah, okay." Like, we're in someone's music video around 1 second.
6 p.m. Drew, shout out, 6 p.m. boy.
And then like even things like we went to the Supreme store. And then like saw the Suicide Boys DJ and like Turnstiles, and then met Slow Tie.
We were just walking on the street, and then
crazy.
Yeah,
like our friend gets a tap on the shoulder,
and it's Chunky's friend, like Chunky,
yeah.
Chunky just knows everyone, obviously.
Turn around,
it's fucking Slow Tie
right there.
That's crazy.
I was like. But it felt so normal because it just was like, oh, this is the way LA is. Yeah, literally.
I remember following your boys' stories on Instagram while you were over there, and I was like, holy fuck. Like, I'm so happy for you because you had all these things happen. Similar to when we were in Melbourne, these things just kept happening.
Rolling, you're on like, it's like the universe is rewarding you.
Yeah. No, it's awesome to see.
It was cool. It was a crazy place. That place is as weird and as cool as everyone thinks.
America is so American, hey? It's crazy.
You just see
how you think it's going to be.
And you're just like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you're like, that's actually a thing here.
Dude, we saw like, we went to go get some like Shake Shack.
Oh yeah, we're at Shake Shack.
And I'm like, that was like Paris Hilton, just Paris Hilton.
It actually was
Paris Hilton. Fuck? And then
it was
2
a full
seconds
like
later,
convertible Lamborghini as well. Like
it's bright pink car, and I was like, what the fuck? And then 2 seconds later, you hear meh. It just looks like a scene from GTA, and it's just the 12 o'clock boys all doing wheelies and chicks in bikinis on quad bikes, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then we go out and leave and come back, and then there's the whole strip's like completely shut off, and they're doing like a movie premiere, but there's just all these SUVs out the front, and all the actors are obviously watching the prem, but obviously it's in Hollywood, so that's why they'd be there. But coming from Perth, we're like, Post Malone gets kicked out of place because of his face tats.
It's like the biggest news ever.
And all this happened in like 3 minutes, and I was like, where are we? I was at work 2 days ago. Now I'm fucking here.
Dude, we almost didn't make it to America as well. I hate telling this story because
Mason's
makes me feel nervous. That
he's good at everything.
Before then, like, because I read up online, like, you don't need a visa for America. It's like, oh, sick. Like, yeah, that's fine. Turns out you don't need a visa, but you need an ESTA.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't read that part.
What's an ESTA, bro?
I was just like, oh, okay, sick. You don't need a visa. Like, we're covered. Like, it says everywhere. Get to the airport, go to check in. Luckily, we went early, like 3 hours early. This was like post-COVID, so like everyone like
it was flying, like a week after
flying. You're just like real like, open. I haven't flown in 2 years. I'm getting this right. Like, get there like, oh, have you got your ESTA? Like, oh, what's that? Like, oh, like,
your heart just dropped.
Yeah, literally. And they're like, oh, we can't like let you check in without your ESTA. So then like we scramble, hop on our phones quickly, like.
But get this, this is the most fucking dear Sunday thing ever.
Apply for like the fast like express one.
Yeah, we did the express one. Mason got his back first, and I was like, I just melt under pressure like that, and I've put in my birthday wrong. So like it's all like reference to your passport. So then when there's like an online thing where you can see if it's pending or approved, but before you get the email, so you can show them that.
Yeah.
So I'm on the website, Mason's checked, it's like mine says approved, but I haven't got the like confirmation email, but that'll still count. And then it's just like, man, the boarding thing's going. It's like we haven't even checked in yet.
Man.
And we're like, holy fuck. And we didn't book these flights. Like we literally were at work 1 minute, had flight details, and then we're meant to be going. So, and we had a shoot to go to. Like we had a reason to be there. It wasn't just for a holiday. Like, oh, we can miss a day or two. Then I can't find mine because I put my birthday in wrong, and then eventually find it, and they didn't pull us up because I did a part of it wrong. But fuck, man, I was melting. I was like, Of course, I would have probably been shaking trying to put in this fucking.
Bro, you were like me at the start of this episode.
To be fair, like Ben clutched up because I was like kicking myself for it. Like I was like, and he was just like, "No, it's fine." Like, really, he was there. For me.
Yeah, because Dan life of me, bro. I'm picking up pieces all the time anyway. I was like, that's a walk in the park, bro. Yeah, you fucking are. That's easy. It's crazy. That was far out. We do have some stories when you think about it like that.
Yeah. No, it was fun. Like we so because everything was paid for, we didn't mind splashing out a bit. Because like, you know, usually we'd be on holiday anyway. So did the old like rented the drop top Mustang and everything.
That was my favorite bit. When I saw that, I was like, fuck, that's living.
Started like driving around Beverly Hills and everything.
We're on Sunset Boulevard, which is like the most iconic fucking street. And Mason's like,
we just got the hire car.
Mason's just thought it was in neutral, was going just being a dickhead, and all of a sudden he's. I was like, what the fuck is that? And Mason's accidentally doing a skid in his car. And I'm like, Mason, he's like, oh, fuck, mate.
It was like just a standstill burnout.
So funny. Yeah, it's the most, like, it's Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Like, it looks exactly.
Yeah.
Like, Santa Monica Boulevard, like, all that stuff is just fucking exactly what you think it is.
Whenever I play GTA, I'd think, oh, God, it'd be good if there was a GTA Perth. But then I'd think again, and I'm like, well, the map would be so small.
You'd be driving, and it's like Kings Park. Yeah. Okay. Maybe go to that. What's that thing called? Oh, the Bell Tower. Oh, yeah, cool. We can go there if you want.
Would you live in LA?
No. Mason would.
I would, yeah.
If it was for the right reasons.
Lifestyle.
It's just, man, it is scary. Like we went to a bar and then left the bar, and as we're walking home, there's like caution tape up, like someone's been shot and shit. And there's those like the helicopters are everywhere. There's like gunshots and shit. It's that's proper like.
Felt like GTA.
Yeah, it's just the way that it is over there.
They got the full like, you know, the LAPD like cop cars and stuff. Like,
and there's a lot going on. It's if you're there for the right reasons, you can definitely tell that like it was weird because every conversation we had with someone who meant something, we were there for music. So it wasn't like we were on a holiday and then so you could just tell the conversations for this, like, let's just say when we met Slow Tie and like those boys when they were like, oh, why are you over here? We're like, oh, we got flown out for music, which we weren't lying about, which is just a crazy thing to say. And they're just like, oh yeah, sick man. Like we're like, oh, we're from Perth. Oh yeah, I'm coming to Perth for this now. Like the conversation seems like it's very clout orientated. It's like, oh yeah, if you're here for that reason, that's sick. Which we were, which is cool, a cool experience. But I feel like if you weren't there for those reasons, I don't know, you'd probably look at it from a different point of view. But because we were there, I was like, the LA is sick.
Definitely like people give you the time of day more when they think like you got something behind you.
So funny, man. Like,
everyone kind of sizes you up.
It was
and
so
stuff,
cool
like,
just because we had catering on the set. Like they like brought us up, what do you want to eat? And we're like, oh, we don't mind. They like gave us all these food options, but this big burger platter, and like we had a big breakfast.
Yeah.
Mason sends me this photo all the time. They go, I wish we ate more of these burgers. They couldn't even get stuck into it. And we just thought we're not hard to please. Yeah. So to get flown out and get free burgers, we were keen. Actually, LA was sick now I think about it.
Well, like the video recording was like, it was like a volumetric video for this tech company. It was like of Ben because he's the one singing and stuff. So I was kind of there just like sitting on the side like sick. They're like, do you want some food? Just sitting there eating this burrito. Ben's singing like and dancing, going around.
Cameras fucking everywhere.
What was that like? Because that's like a futuristic shoot, isn't it?
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Weird. It was cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the technology is crazy. Like,
is that the only place in the world that does it?
Yeah.
And like Selena Gomez had been there a couple of weeks before us, and like Travis Scott was doing some stuff there. Real similar to the Fortnite video that Travis did.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
It's just like a 3D. So I just performed in this big like octagon looking thing. Don't get PTSD by the way, boys, with the UFC stuff. It's like a octagon. There's just cameras everywhere, and it captures me from every angle. So from like you can zoom in on the top of my head and watch it from above, or like you can see all my tattoos, my hair when I had hair moving around and fucking. They can place that wherever they want.
I can make Ben dance on this table right now. Actually, yeah.
So
keep
like,
talking. I'll get
it's
it
like
out,
it's weird because they just play the track and there's like a full crew of people who are like making sure everything's good and like, all the cameras are on, all the lights.
And then you're
are
just
on.
dancing in the middle.
You're like a dickhead with no guitar, which makes me anxious as fuck. And I'm like, boom, 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 boom. But they gave us 2 days to do this shoot, and like the first performance I did there, like if you can do that 2 more times, that's it. That's all we need.
Wow.
So I just sung and danced, and
that was that.
Then that was it, which is cool because like they were super happy with it. Then we were like, well, we've got flown out for a reason. They're happy, we're happy, all sorted. So it was is it working?
Wait, just hold the camera up there. You should be able to find.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's sick.
I'll record it now. You can maybe put it on the,
Yeah, we
on the
can.
thing. Yeah, I'll give you
Everyone
the
listening is like,
recording,
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Trust me, it's sick. It's
Yeah,
sick.
no, we're watching a video right now, guys.
record screen. There we
It's,
go.
yeah.
Ben's just dancing on this table right now.
It was a cool experience though. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I don't like singing in front of just people sitting there watching like that.
Yeah,
Right.
what you said it's easier in front of big crowds.
Yeah,
than
when we do like
10 or
all
15.
so we've been lucky enough to perform Want to Stay Live with Lewd a couple of times now.
Yeah.
And even then, like we did Falls when he headlined Falls. So that was the same time as Arctic Monkeys for like a full stage at like near the Art Centre, like that smaller stage.
Yeah.
And that was in front of thousands and thousands of people and easy. Weird at the start because I'm like, oh fuck, and they're like, when am I going to sing? And Lewd's the busiest motherfucker ever. He's like, yeah, no, we'll do it. And then I'm like, are we actually doing it? Because you're about to play the song, I think. And like, shout out to Tim, his cousin, just like gave me the mic. He's like when the song comes on, just go on stage quick. Like went on, sung the song in front of thousands. GTM was nearly 15,000.
15,000 or something. It's
Kind
just-
of better.
Oh my god, we got
sea of people.
that dude who broke his leg,
Oh yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
So there was this guy who must have been hired to drive artists. So behind the like in the AAA section, there's like a car that would drive you to and from the stages for the artists. Just walk first of all. It's like it's
It's not even far.
bougie, yeah.
It was literally like 100 meter drive.
And this dude like
Oh, like I was kind of brought down with him.
yeah, but he
like
broke
that,
down
so-
with all of us. I didn't even know he worked. For
Yeah.
Okay.
So he
We're
was
all
just,
brought down,
it was
yeah.
kind of like keen to be hanging out with all the artists, and he ended up just getting on the piss. I think with us. I just thought he was a part of like someone's +1 or whatever. Long story short, he's come on stage when he was meant to be working. I think he was pretty maggot, and we're all like, I'm singing the song, the boys are dancing around having a bit of fun, and he's fallen down the gap between the wedges, which is like the speakers that face us, and then fallen off the stage and just broken his leg, dude.
Yeah.
It got sacked on the spot. It's fucking cut ya.
Oh, we don't know about that. Yeah.
Allegedly,
Nah, he was a lad about it though. He was really like,
Was he fucked? Was he all like,
He
Yeah,
was
we
not-
got
he was
cat-
like, oh,
we
bro,
were stuck
I
there
broke
or
my leg,
something,
I broke my leg, and I was like,
Yeah.
how are you talking to me right now?
I don't know what happened.
He gave me a fist bump.
I was like on the stage at the same point as well, and I freaked out. Like I didn't know what was going. Then security started running over, so I just ran away. Yeah.
he was like, I'm getting out
Yeah.
of here, bro.
But nah, he was a lad about it. So
So funny, man. What a legend.
I also wanted to ask about your first festival experience, which was Castaway, all right? How was that? And like, how did that all play out?
It was sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like from the start, like doing music, festivals always like a bit of a bucket list type thing, and there was a sick lineup as well, like Hockey Dad, June Rats.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been to Castaway before.
I haven't known.
It's sick. It's good because we opened for that, which is still sick. But usually the crowd will be super fucking quiet because it's the start of a festival, everyone's got prees and stuff. But because it's on Rottnest, everyone wants to get over early anyway.
Yeah.
So
So
you
we
have a
had-
certain ferry time, so you're already
Yeah.
there. Like,
So
Yeah.
it was heaving when we played, and it was fun because it was the boys' last show. Like Eli was like, I want to do Castaway, and then after that, like, I'm gonna just focus on doing adult shit.
It's a cool send off though.
So sick.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So sick. We drank our bar tab through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. When we went to do a DJ set after the show, but we
Yeah.
missed the
Yeah, we
ferry
missed the
time,
ferry
so we
time,
didn't
yeah.
get to do the DJ set. But it was sick. It was like a perfect like start of the whole festival journey, which is cool. Done a few since, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's been good.
And you boys have been getting into DJing a little bit, haven't you?
Oh, not really. We say we have. we DJ GTM.
Yeah. We kind of DJ.
Oh,
yeah.
The brand,
Yeah,
Dear Sunday.
Dear Sunday DJ.
Yeah.
Which is funny. They put us on super late, and we asked to change just because, like, I was like, "Fuck, man."
We're not actually DJs.
Yeah,
like
and
there
all-
are people out there hustling and stuff, and like
Yeah, I
you
would
know,
have felt
yeah.
so bad, and a lot of them are our friends. So we were like, "We'll go early," and we didn't know when Lewd's set was going to be at this time. So we, JCal is a sick producer and one of our good friends who's been playing drums for us every now and then. He pretty much just DJ'd, and Mason and I just MC'd.
Yeah.
They loved it.
Which was such a like.
All we had to do was, I was
Yeah.
like, should I sell a house? Everyone's going, yeah. And I was going, 442,642. Like the full UK MC. And they seemed to have fun, so it was good.
Yeah, no, it was.
DJing's sick, man. You
Yeah.
don't need to carry heavy shit.
Oh man, imagine traveling with just a USB, like, dude,
Laptop.
yeah. We rock up to airports like You have to get like 3 trolleys. Like, man, it's a whole ordeal. Hey,
It's like I've never been a surfer or anything, and I always see like the guys with the surfboards, and they have to get them cleared, and then it's just a hassle. It's the same for you guys with all your equipment.
Now it's like clockwork though. Like straight to go to the counter. You got to give.
Mason always shoots off. This is like the best part. But on tour when we're like over East, Mason dips, and I'll like with the boys go get all the gear, and we're like.
Well, because I sort out the hire car and everything.
Yeah,
so,
right.
He's big boss on tour. Like, fuck, someone's going to do it.
Do all the drives in
except
the
for visas. They go. And then Mason comes back and sometimes he won't tell us what car he's got and just rocks up in this like clapped out Kia Carnival. It's like all busted up and we're like,
Well, we use this thing called like Uber car share, so you can like hire other people's cars and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So I kind of sit there for like looking for the vans and stuff. There's one like there was this one Kia Carnival with like these dope like plastic alloy rims on top, and I was like, yeah, we're getting that one. Or like we've had some cool tour
so
cars.
it's not always the white convertible.
No, I wish, bro.
Yeah.
All of us just holding all that guitars. While Mason's doing skits. No, the tour life's quick pace as well, so it's like but swapping cars all the time, which is sick.
Yeah,
You're
Probably
saying
best
that before the episode that you went on tour with Dice.
Yeah,
right?
I always
tell us about
shout
that.
And you said you did like 15 shows.
yeah.
it was a lot.
It was a lot. So it was pretty much a month of touring, 4 shows a week. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like you do a show, say you're in Hobart on Thursday. We did a show in Hobart. Like we like getting on the piss on the show. It's like we get into it, go out after. Then you wake up in the morning. You have to check out of your hotel. You have to return the hire car. You have to check in at the airport, fly the next spot. So we flew to Melbourne the next day. You know, get the hire car, check in at the next spot, sound check everything, play the show, finish the show, and then do the next thing, fly to Adelaide the next day. Like
it's not it's not all rainbows and days.
Doesn't sound like a healthy schedule.
Fully, man. It's like it's full on. But
yeah,
it's,
it is full on.
It's funny because you find yourself like you might just be tired or hungover or like a bit like drained or missing home or whatever, and it just takes one of the boys to be a little bit more like in the
energetic,
mood,
or
and
just
then it
like,
just snowballs, and then everyone's like. And to be fair, we're real close with the boys, like the Dice boys, so it's just 80 of your friends all with each other all the time. So it's kind of hard to not have fun with it and enjoy it for what it is, but. When you're not, it's not just like play the show. It's like you're lugging around your merch, you're lugging around all your gear. You got a suitcase still in the same clothes that you slept in or played in, and then you just go home, have a quick nap. Pretty much.
After the Melbourne show, we stayed out till like 4. Got home at 4. Had to wake up at 6 to then drive to the airport.
I'm a sook. I don't like going there. It gives me anxiety.
I
lost my voice, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a proper thing.
How far through the tour? Like halfway or?
At the start.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So most nights we send Ben home. So
I'm on my way. I try not to go out too much. Only because like it took that losing my voice to be like, and people over there really give a fuck. Like they. Like people rock up, we got this little like Dear Sunday spam account, and people like rock up with cans of spam and shit to the shows, and you're like, you actually really want to be here. Like for us, it's like sick. We get to play a show, but someone put in their card details, organised
set aside
prees,
a night.
Message the group chat. Hey, like Dice and Dear Sunday are coming on in 2 months. Do you guys want to go to this show? And they've been looking forward to it. And if I can't sing, which might seem nothing to me because I'm like I've played every other show, it's just me singing. Like I'm like fuck. So just a bit of sacrifice, which is a good part about it. Like people really like going to the shows, which is fucking still so crazy to even understand. So with you boys, like people come up and be like, "Man, I love your stuff," but you don't realize that. Like even when I'm driving, I'm listening to you guys talk.
Yeah,
you don't.
That doesn't register to me at all.
Because you see the streams and shit. But like if you saw everyone in one room, you'd be like, "What the
100%.
fuck?"
We'd say that a lot. That if you saw everyone in one room, you'd be like, "What?"
Oh, you mean a stadium? Yeah.
Let's go level up.
I saw that broadcast channel you guys did. Like heaps of people joined that like instantly. Like
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was
hundreds and hundreds of like
Dedicated people too. Like they can easily leave whenever they
getting
want.
tattoos and stuff.
What I love is like since our first podcast with you guys, and like you said, like you had a few songs out and you were doing quite well for the start, but you weren't anywhere near where you are now. And like we've had so many people who have listened to us and then hopped on your music and now go to your shows.
Yeah, fully. We have heaps of people who like the correlation between both of our
and like
sick.
it's so awesome to see like the fact that, and I said it at the start of the episode, but we can all grow together and kind of with like
that's the best part.
our audience kind of coexist as well.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
That's I don't know if that's just a WA thing or if all of us like we're like-minded, so we
Yeah.
like relate with each
Maybe
other.
it's a bit of both because
It doesn't
there's
happen
not
that
as
much
many
over
people
East.
from Perth doing,
Yeah.
I guess entertainment in general.
Yeah.
So anyone who is, it feels like it's the same fan base in a way.
Well, we
I've had
have
this
that
chat like a lot of times. Is that
a lot of
like
East Coast bands bring it up.
yeah, in Perth, like in the music scene, when one band has a show, like every other band is out there to support them. Like, whereas I've found in like other places, like a lot of it is just like they're trying to hustle, but it seems like here, like we're all hustling together.
Yeah.
And I think it's because we know what it's like to sort of just be on the outside, and we're all trying to make it, but there's enough to go around for everyone. Like,
Yeah, fully. And we see it firsthand, obviously, with having to get someone to play drum and bass for us now.
Yeah.
That like everyone who helps us out is in the industry themselves and has like their own thing to represent, or their own bands or their own like label or whatever. And for them to put their hand up and go, yeah, I'll come support you guys and like be the person who helps you guys with success. If we didn't have anyone playing drum and bass, we couldn't play shows. So it's like seeing it firsthand with people. There's no ego. It's just like,
yeah.
to be fair, Elliot runs around when he helps us and all
Just plugs his other
gives
band, yeah.
just gets everyone's phone. Like the people ask us for a photo, and it's like, I'll take it, and he's just straight away on Instagram just following his own band over Insta. He just networking.
That's
baby.
a hustle, though. That's a hustle.
Attaboy,
Yeah.
shout out to Elliot in the late 90s.
I got a question for you, lads.
Yes, sir.
I want you to give me 2 each
Yeah.
artists or bands that you want to collaborate with in the future. Then shoot from the stars. You can do whatever you want.
Mate, so you go first. Yours will be.
One artist I've been held down for lately, just because I like the style of the visuals and also the music, is, have you heard of Young Franco?
Yep.
Yeah,
He's a G,
love his stuff.
right.
Yeah, met him at Falls Festival as well. Super nice bloke, but some bangers lately as
Yeah,
well.
he's
Like,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
Young
I think
Frank,
like
that's cool.
when we do collabs, we don't really want to do our own style of music. Like, it's a way for us to sort of express musically, like our music differently, which is cool.
Like
Like,
trying something a bit different.
yeah, definitely.
I'm glad we did the Lewd thing. It's really helped us with like the idea of if we were to release a song that and didn't sound like Dear Sunday, it makes sense.
Right.
Because like
yeah.
the bar's been set high enough that like for us to do collabs seem to be normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, Young Franco would be sick.
And I've been listening to heaps of this band in America actually called RC Drive.
Okay.
Yeah, they sound real like Australian. I got a funny story there because like I was on at the airport and I just found them randomly on Spotify. And like I'd like full follow them on the band page and everything,
Yeah.
DM them like, oh, I love your stuff, just like fanboying type
Oh my
stuff.
god, I love you so much.
Yeah, and then literally a week later, our management hits us up and they're like, "Oh, have you guys ever heard of the band RC Drive? Like, we've been talking to their manager, and they're keen to do something together." And it was just
That's
like
crazy.
a full
What are the
like,
chances
it's
that-
just
yeah.
a band in America as well, like completely
Yeah.
random band. Like, yeah, And
Is that going anywhere? You can't say. anything?
I mean, we haven't spoken too much about it yet
Yeah.
because we're just like, it's just thrown out there.
Those things take so long, dude.
It's a long process and
Fully,
everything.
it's
But
You got to go
hectic.
through management and stuff. And
Yeah.
Yeah, or just even we've got demos with some crazy artists.
yeah,
Like
heaps
we've
of
been in the
demos.
studio with some amazing people, and this demo's just sitting there.
We have
Yeah.
like full
Yeah.
songs written, recorded, and everything,
Yeah.
like demos, and just like this will probably never see the light of day. Like,
How
Yeah.
many demos do you have just out there that haven't seen the light of day yet?
Probably like 10, 15,
Yeah, right.
20.
even more than that.
Yeah,
I'd say,
probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Which is just a normal thing for artists to have, I
yeah.
think. I think if you're not doing that, then you're not being creative.
Yeah.
It's good because
Yeah.
you can like pull from them. A lot of the
Yeah.
songs we've like pulled sections from, and I was like, oh, I'll use that verse in this
Yeah.
song that you did a little while ago, and it makes sense in other tracks.
yeah.
Me, who would I go with? The Kooks.
Yep.
Well, that will probably be one of my picks.
Nah, no, you can't.
I like them way more than you, bro.
I was waiting for Mason to say it. I reckon the Kooks would be sick, and probably Ocean Alley.
Yeah.
No, that'd be cool.
I'd love to do an Australian one. It's weird being in the industry now, like when you start to know those people from like even being in the same vicinity. Like I remember, Mason hates this, but you were away when Grapevine.
Oh, right, yeah, when Grapevine was on, yeah.
Grapevine was on, and that's who we're signed to. But like for management,
Untitled.
It's
Group,
Untitled.
right?
Yeah.
and but Adam from Peak and Duck, he put me on the door because he was playing, and we were all there together. And it was sick. It was like with the Inspired Unemployed boys, and
Yeah.
there's like a section of the venue, and it was like for just the artists. And I went back with all the boys, and we grabbed a few beers. We had to come back, and there's this like looks like an older bunch of people just eating dinner, and I didn't know what the Kooks look like from like first clowns. It turns out that I was literally just standing right next to him, man, while they was having a full meal. And Mason loves the Kooks, and he was
when
away.
you were away, right?
I remember it was like the first AAA really experience.
It was the first time you had like a festival backstage.
Yeah, like
I'd never
side
at
stage.
that point as well ever had it.
Yeah, Mason just watched you just go, motherfucker.
But it's crazy backstage, like, because all the artists are there. Like at Falls Festival, it's like Spacey J and the Wiggles and everything. They're just walking past, and you're just like, "What's going on?" Like literally, as we pulled up, we see the whole crew of the Wiggles walk past us. Like this is just when we get backstage, and we're just like,
Anthony, I think,
yeah,
he's a G, bro.
Yeah.
I remember this so clearly. Like we're like backstage, and they've just finished their set, and he's dripped out, dude, like looking like that baggy pants, like he's got a gold tooth.
Yeah.
He's a gangster, dude. Yeah, and he goes,
I didn't know they rolled like that.
yeah, for sure.
And he looks at his can, he goes, "Fuck, I love gin." He's drinking a Gordon's gin, and I was like, never in a million years. And he just starts laughing at me. He's like, "Yeah, I know, man, I know." But it's,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Gold tooth, bro.
Yeah, you got a gold tooth.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a G, man.
Yeah, Wiggles
funny
exposed.
to see them not in their like natural habitat.
But they're just normal. Like, they're old. They're like just like doing that shit.
Yeah.
Like we all like doing. So it's just weird to have that relation with it. You know, like
That's crazy.
Yeah, even one of them was just in like the VIP area where like public, like people who buy VIP tickets can go, just having beers and stuff. Like saw heaps of friends putting out photos with him and stuff. Like, which is sick. Like,
it's weird being backstage because like you're waiting for the dunny next to like Genesis Owusu, and then like turn around, then there's the Ocean Alley Boys, and then you turn around, then there's like there's just this pool of people that are all meant to be there. So it's not like you're like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? You start waiting for the dunny next to Caleb from Spacey, and it's just normal.
Yeah.
but also like, because we're like, I don't know, I feel like we're nobody silly.
Yeah.
You sort of have to like act like you're there for a reason and like sort of like big dick yourself up. Like,
What are you here for?
Yeah.
We do like this song with like Lewd.
Also, this DJ. Like,
Shit you've done. Yeah.
Yeah, fully. But that's a cool experience in itself. People are waiting for you all the time, like making sure everything's all sweet.
Yeah. No, festival. It's like, it kind of sucks now because like when I used to go to festivals, like I'd love being in like the middle of the mosh, like roaring it straight to the front and everything, like fighting with people to get through. Like now I feel so like
Privileged.
privileged. Like I've got the taste. And like I hate what I've become.
I remember I was talking to the missus about it, and I was like trying to explain that, and she was like, "No, I just want to be like in the mosh and watching everything." And then for GTM, she got an artist pass, and she was like, "Oh, I'm just going to go backstage for a bit." And I'm like, I fucking knew it. It's good to get a bit. You can get clean toilets.
Man,
Yeah.
You have your own spot
Quiet.
to put like your jacket down, your bag down, and everything. It's all safe. Like,
It's
Living different these days.
Yeah.
Once you get a taste of it,
fuck, we suck, dude.
I'm like, what the hell? We need to be humble. It's a cool experience, man.
But it tastes good though.
Yeah, man, it's still one of those things where like it's like imposter syndrome.
Yeah, we
Like,
don't
I'm
feel like we're really there.
But then
yet,
all of a sudden we're singing in front of like at the best prime time, and that's not the reason why we were backstage. We were backstage because we DJ'd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was this weird. You still sometimes feel like it's not real. I reckon.
Yeah.
Just because it's cool as fuck, and it's nice to have people who respect your hobby and what you like doing anyway. So it's cool. It's been a crazy couple of years.
I guess it's kind of for us as well. Like it's probably a real Dear Sunday style, but like we're always kind of there, but not there just because we've been booked to play a show.
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
just
kind of
my
like
friend who's
we're kind
playing.
of there. Like Lewd's playing, so we go up with him, or like we're booked for a DJ set, but we haven't been like. We haven't had the full festival like us
I'm
playing
sure
a
it's always
set.
coming along though.
I mean,
for sure.
hopefully,
Get you ready
hopefully
for
one
it,
day.
you
Yeah,
know?
hopefully one day. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It seems like it's.
So I'm
coming
just like
on.
this dick that like walks around backstage. I'm not even meant to be there. Like,
Say how you're
It's actually,
bro.
it's
Like,
actually a personal joke that like someone like a friend, I think Benny from Dice someone said something about Splendor because they played Splendor, and then he was like, "No doubt you just weasel your way in there anyway, Mason. Like Mason just figures out a way." Hey. It's funny as.
What do you boys have planned coming up? What can you announce?
Got a song coming out on the 10th of August.
What's that called?
well, actually,
Postcode Lover.
I'm not meant to announce that yet.
Really?
But you guys, the listeners get the first
Yeah.
scoop. Yeah.
There you go. We haven't announced that.
exclusive.
Yeah, we
To be
have
fair-
a timetable now, man. We're
Yeah, we got
organised,
people that are meant to be listening to.
Yeah.
But I can't read, so that doesn't matter. I don't know, bro.
We've recorded heaps of music, so we got 5 songs that we pretty much finished that we're ready to go. We're just trying to find a good plan for it. We do have one coming out real soon, within a few weeks,
which is sick.
Yeah. We're doing New South Wales run in like 3 weeks, which will be cool just for the weekend, and then booking probably another tour for before the end of the year.
Yeah, awesome. We want to get back over there.
What's your favourite state or city other than Perth?
Brizzy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon Brizzy.
Yeah.
It feels like Perth, but it's just like
green.
tropical. Yeah, tropical. Yeah.
Everything's green and beautiful.
Yeah. Trees everywhere.
We've had some cool shows there as well.
Yeah.
And my best mate lives over that way, so it's good to get over there and like it feels more homely. I think it's it's not as fast paced and cold as Melbourne and Sydney.
Yeah.
So I reckon Brizzy.
And what's been your favourite show? I know you've done a gazillion shows, but what's your favourite or most memorable show to date?
To date, still.
Yeah.
Spaced Out Fest in Brisbane was really cool.
I still think my favourite show was our first birthday.
Yeah.
That we probably spoke about when we were on your last ep. Just because it was like all of our friends in one room, our family in one room.
You guys came to that. I think that's when you did the vlog as well.
Yeah,
that
was a cool night.
That was one of those ones where like it was just innocently fun. Like it was just a nice experience, and it was with like everyone in the room felt like it was a wedding. Like it was people who were from everyone's friendship groups and shit. It was sick.
Like a wholesome achievement.
Yeah. But besides that, Spaced Out.
Yeah, it's different now because when we started, like the shows will be busy, but it's all your friends because they're coming out to support you and stuff.
And
but
they're like, fuck that.
Yeah, now it's like, well, I'm not coming. Like we play that many shows and I'm coming to every single one of them. But now it's just like slowly you start knowing the crowd less and less. And
but they know you more and more.
Which is like, crazy. Which is sick, like, because other people hear our music, but it's like, when it's all your friends, like, you just go out in the crowd after and get on the piss with everyone. Yeah. There, it's like, it's just random people.
Because I'm intimidating or some shit. So I sit there by myself.
Classic. Everyone thinks there's a pre-K.
I love
it. Yeah,
and then there's me and Peter from everyone.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is so fun.
Do you guys love life on tour? Like when you got a taste for it, airplanes, different cities. Do you want that more?
Yeah. I want it more, but because like the better we can do it, the more relaxing it gets. Like the less that we have to sort of be hustling.
Weird
like
niche of like being good on tours and like just knowing.
Having a good dynamic between like knowing different people and what they react to and stuff. Like,
it's but that takes time to figure out, but like it's a lot of effort to figure out. I reckon I do love it. It's I don't think we'll ever get it's hard. Like it's
you miss home when you're like doing
and you're fucking exhausted, dude, and you get on each other's nerves. You start like you're hungover.
Everyone's on edge. Like
but it's sick.
Yeah,
I don't think it would ever get.
Yeah,
not
like
cool.
Playing the shows, like every show, you're never like, oh man, I have
we're
to play a show.
signing
Like,
t-shirts and shit, and some people's
like,
arms are tattoos, and like you just kind of. We had this big D&M after a few beers with the Dice Boys, and we were like, man, like what the we play the show, then watch the boys play, and then we all help pack up all the shit. There's so much stuff to pack up all the stuff, get in the car. But before that, the second we get off stage, we're all selling merch, signing t-shirts, getting photos with people, and even if it's like, let's just say 10 people or like 15 people or 2 people, you end up talking to them for ages, and then all of a sudden you're packing up, and then you go home, and then you're just like on this adrenaline high, and you're like,
what do you do?
We're gonna fly 5 hours to go to bed. Like, it's cool. I do love it. I don't think it will ever not get fun.
We heard something similar from Lewd, who's the cameraman for Harry Styles.
Yeah, right.
So that was a really cool episode that we did, and he was saying that life on tour he loves, but it is difficult.
Yeah.
Like just getting up, and then especially like Harry Styles will do like three nights in one city, back to back to back. It's just insane.
Yeah.
That's fucking full on.
Yeah.
You can definitely, like the Lewis Capaldi thing of him being like, I've got to sort my shit out.
Yeah, just have a break.
Yeah.
It's good to see like that in the public eye where it's like, and it's respected too.
Yeah, it's good to see like how the public responded to that as well. Like, you need your break. Like,
you'd
take
be
the time.
rooted, dude.
Yeah.
Especially like if you got shit going on, you got to go play a show in front of X amount of people.
Yeah.
And like even with losing your voice, like I said before, it happens. Like if you're singing all the time, and then to make sure that like the dynamic and the balance is good, I think it's super important. But it will never. Well, obviously we have only been touring for like fucking 6 months really.
Yeah.
And even then it's hectic, but I don't think we'll ever not be cool as fuck.
You know, if we start getting a bit more dough through, we can maybe get like a tour manager, some dude that just like drives the cars and stuff. Like, I think that, you know, that'd be cool. Having a road crew, imagine that. Like, they just carry all your stuff for you. Like,
we're lazy.
Just like,
everything's heavy.
Yeah,
man.
I know, everything's heavy.
Cars are heavy, amps are heavy.
Well, I guess, and it's a special kind of person to live the life on tour. You know, like people think they want it, but then probably can't be as available as they can. Like that's what Lloyd told us. He got to where he was because there's so many other photographers and competition who think they want that, but then, you know, they're not available to actually travel and be there
sacrifice,
when you need to be.
It's not sacrificing 45 minutes or an hour and a half for a set.
It's like weeks and weeks at a time,
It's like,
months and months.
You're practicing, you're flying, you're traveling, you're not working, like if you do both. So it's like, the sacrifice is crazy.
I guess that's why so few make it, because they're the ones who sacrifice the most to get there. Because
if
they like really want it, you know?
Yeah, I think that's why Mason and I just like doing it.
Yeah.
So I think we always like doing it. It's just if you're not sleeping as much, then suck eggs, I guess, then don't do it.
Just back on you losing your voice, I saw, do you know Morgan Wallen, the country singer in America?
No.
Anyway, he's like a massive country singer in America, and he was doing a lot of shows and lost his voice. And then he actually cancelled the show like 15 minutes before he went on.
Yeah, that's hectic.
So, because he wanted to do everything he could to get on stage and perform. So he was trying to, in his head, he's kind of believed that he could, but then the doctor said, no, you can't. You're going to just cook your voice box or whatever it is. And he got a lot of heat and criticism because people were driving 7-8 hours to go to this show.
Yeah.
It's hard, like, the balance there because he can't do it, but he wanted to. Like, it's just a shit situation.
It's one of those things as well that we were talking about, the whole like seeing streams and stuff. I think like if you sell out 100,000 tickets or whatever the fuck he's doing for arenas, that would not make any sense to any single person. Hey, like you couldn't be like, oh, I'm disappointing 100,000 people. Someone can say it, but if you like know that one family got a babysitter and did that, then all of a sudden that's one story. So like you probably can't understand it. That wouldn't make any sense.
Because it might be someone they've saved up a month to get there. You know, you don't
fully
realise.
Got like accommodation and stuff. Like,
speaking about not understanding shit, have you seen that UFO meeting? What do you mean? Why they're flying things in the head?
Aliens are real, by the way.
I don't, like, what do you even believe?
Fuck, everyone's like, who cares anymore?
It's AI or something.
I watched it.
I still think it's fake. I still think it's fake.
Yeah,
literally.
I've seen a few people come out since who were involved and like they just put stuff out on Twitter and they were like, yeah, I've seen stuff. And then everyone's like, well, fucking explain what you've seen.
Everyone's so desensitized now.
Fully. I was watching it going, wait, so I saw...
Yeah, he's like, we found alien, like non-human...
What
do we call it? Biology. It's like,
Yeah, who piloted this?
And the technology they have is none we've ever seen.
Humans have been in
what do you mean? What kind of technology?
Just on a Tuesday, bro. Around a Tuesday, like, aliens are real.
It got brushed over pretty quick.
Like, What? So aliens real?
I don't know, man.
Was it even on like Channel 7?
No.
I think it was just on TikTok.
It was on Yahoo or something. I was like, who even uses Yahoo anymore, dude? What the heck is going on?
Yeah, that's got brushed over. I was thinking about that today.
Yeah, we literally
I only saw it today when Ben showed me.
And Matt was eating some food going like,
did I just have a full rep? Like,
this is like 3 a.m. in the morning conversation. He's still hungover and I'm talking to him about UFOs. Doesn't make any sense to me at all, man. That's talking about imposter syndrome, man.
That's weird.
That's way more gnarly than tour life.
There's no point in working a proper 9 to 5 if like aliens are real.
Yeah,
like, we just gotta go for it and have fun because we're all fucked.
Yeah, what's the point, dude? I don't know. Anyway, why? How? Where are you?
What do they look
like?
No, I've been thinking about it for days now. Since this news came out, and it actually pisses me off.
Yeah, show a photo or something like
that because they didn't. They didn't like add anything to it.
A lot of the time he's like, I can't speak on the specifics
don't speak.
in public.
I don't want to know. Don't give me blue balls because you're fucking half telling me the aliens are real. I want to see.
I want to get him in a room. Just tell me, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't get it.
I've never even seen anything odd like that in my life. I've never seen a UFO or anything. You know, I've never even looked in the sky and seen something like.
Shooting stars.
Yeah.
Shooting stars. That's as good as I get.
See, but what if a shooting star is just a fast spaceship?
Don't give me that, bro. I'll walk off. I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out.
I'm trying to think of like if an alien did arrive though, like how would they actually interact with humans? Like, yeah, like
It's like mad dogs.
How tall are they? Like,
yeah,
are they like 10 foot tall or are they like 3 foot
Are they
tall?
more evolved?
I
Yeah, well, they would
remember we
have to be
spoke
to get
about.
here.
Did we speak about Egypt last time or something?
Probably.
Yeah. So I saw this TikTok the other day, and it was like these talking about drawings and like their scriptures about all these like big fucking giants, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like rattled.
And they've got the normal humans are like at their like waist height,
Yeah.
and then these people are like,
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
carrying shit that looks like the
Yeah.
blocks for
Yeah.
the pyramids. Above, you're wigging me out.
but see, all of that shit could have been wiped out through natural disasters
Yeah,
and
I've seen
stuff.
people think that happened.
Yeah.
A big natural disaster wiped out the human race.
I saw
and we
something
had
the
to
other day
restart.
talking about fucking apparently the globe flips from magnetic
Yeah,
fields every now and then.
oh right.
Oh,
that
Oh, I
would
don't
make
want
sense.
that,
Millions of
man.
sound.
Yeah.
I don't get paid. I'm just
Some
stressed
shit's
about
gonna
that.
happen soon.
Yeah, I'm
Everything's
wigging it
gonna
out, man. Anyway, tour life, yeah, pretty good.
No, I like this conversation. It's good. I think people like this too because it kind of goes back to like not our roots, but like a large part of our podcast was based on these type of questions where you're just exploring things that you
Yeah.
don't really know the answer
It all
to.
seemed far-fetched 4 years ago. Now it's fucking normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
That was it.
It's crazy though because like humanity's been going on for however long,
Yeah.
and like we just happen to be at this point where like this
See, shit can't
information
be
is
real,
like
bro.
yeah,
We're not all real.
Dude, I can't
Surely
deal
this
with
is all
that.
fake.
I feel like what else is crazy is like I can't even believe videos anymore because of AI.
Yeah.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
what's real anymore?
And songs as well. Have you seen all
Yeah.
the songs that have come
yeah.
out?
Dude,
Yeah.
some of them are bangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The AI Drake ones that were coming out at the start, I was like, dude,
Imagine
this
how
is
good AI is going to get, bro.
fully. There goes our job, sick. Back to being a Sparky.
That's what I mean. There's got to be like the best podcast to ever live because it's all AI.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just the
We'll get
funniest thing
destroyed,
ever.
bro.
There's a TikToker I followed, like, and he was talking about the only person that KSI follows is him, and he just talks about the news,
Okay.
and he's just like just tells you everything you want to know, no bullshit, no fucking around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's how I get my news now.
Yeah.
It's just some bloke sitting there with a fucking cool LED sign behind him, and he just talks about all this random shit that's going on in the world, and I'm like, that is way easier than watching someone fabricate like a clickbait story. He just
Yeah.
tells you how it is.
Yeah.
Oh man, do you still listen to Hamish and Andy's podcast?
No.
Nah, not as much.
The other day, I can't listen to it in public because I just laugh too much.
Okay, yeah.
And they were doing this thing. They talked about clickbaiting. So they all put in like a positive thing that happened in their week, and then they'd get like a 15 seconds or whatever to quickly come up with a headline for like how they would frame the conversation.
We
or the
did a
thing.
negative one, a negative headline in our week.
That's a couple of weeks ago.
podcast.
That's
yeah.
what they did, dude. It was, and Hamish's was, I like just started playing golf and I hit my best golf score I've ever like hit before, so I was just super happy. And then Andy comes back and he's like, Australian personality and A-list fucking whatever, caught pleasuring himself on public golf course. And bro, I was like, oh my god, that is literally the most perfect thing I've ever heard ever. It's all bullshit now. I just fucking don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
But if aliens are real, man, where are you?
Yeah, let's get it. You know?
No, not here. Don't come to me. I'll
They're
freak the
coming,
fuck
bro. It's like
out.
Independence Day. Fuck, bro. Human
If they've
versus
made it here,
aliens.
like
Yeah, then we're already
Yeah,
done.
like, yeah, we're done
Yeah.
for.
Your next
like-
podcast is sitting at 2 a.m. So
what's it like?
That would help us, bro.
So you guys got cauliflower ears. Like, what do you guys in the UFC? Or like,
Fuck, I'd love that, eh?
fuck, that'd be full.
Tell us about your year. What have you been doing?
What like back on what they look like? Where did this image come from of them being
Hell big heads.
hell big heads or like that silver or green type color?
Yeah.
What's that
That's
about?
what I mean. Like, it obviously, surely it came from reality, because who the fuck would just think that?
And they
know?
all look the same.
It's
like from all pictures
it's always
and shit
movie,
from back in
and
the
you
day.
know, all TV shows and movies, things happened 20 years ago that happen now, and it's like, how the fuck did they
Imagine
think
being the
about
dude that just drew that for the first time. Like, that's an alien. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's what they look like.
that's it now.
What if they're like the scariest looking things ever that have like 50 teeth?
They probably make
What if
themselves
they're
look
not?
like us, I reckon.
What if they're
They've
not?
got to be so smart to
Elon
get
Musk
here.
is an alien, dude.
He's
Yeah,
got
see,
to be.
what
He's
if
bringing him here,
aliens?
bro.
What if aliens just look like exactly like humans?
Or
Like
like
they've got,
Elon.
or they just have our skin,
They probably will.
skin suits.
What was it
and
they
shit,
don't?
or-
What was it look like? How cute.
How cute.
Like a little puppy or something.
Yeah.
What do
In his
dogs
face.
are?
Yeah,
aliens?
like
would you? I'd
That would be
actually
really cute,
probably
yeah.
be like pretty off it if they were like, here's the photo of an alien, and it's just like they're not even cool.
Just a normal.
Yeah, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Waited all of human history for that.
Yeah, literally. But seriously, if you got the photos of them, send them through.
I'd love that. Oh,
You're rattled.
Yeah, you're going down a rabbit hole.
no,
in your
I'm
brain
trying.
right now.
There's too many questions to ask.
Yeah, fuck. We just talk about touring again, I guess.
What language do they speak?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, you wouldn't even be able to communicate. You can't just like decipher.
How do you know?
language,
They
like,
might.
Do your best alien voice.
Pretty good. Is that a robot?
Yeah.
R2D2.
I don't know. What do your best?
That's
alien
what I
voice?
mean.
Nah, the best is that.
Like Star Wars, like
Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt or some shit.
No, the one from Men in Black that like beatboxes. Have you
Joel
ever seen
Turner.
it? Yeah, Joel
Yeah.
Turner, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Men in Black's good. Like, that's how I picture it.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
picture it like that as well. It's-
Someone with nuts on his chin.
Yeah, he's a Bulgarian.
Yeah.
Also, in the first one, he's like in the human, but he's all uncomfortable.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
figure it out.
Yeah,
Relatable.
give me sugar. Yeah, what the fuck? And water.
Yeah, I'd be all for it if it was like that. If anything else, I don't do scary shit, man.
Yeah.
Well, how are we meant to like if
You're not-
they're violent, we're fucked.
Oh,
How are
yeah,
we gonna-
done for. Like, if they've made it here, then, you know.
And us humans, our first instinct, they'd be like, yeah, shoot rockets at them.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Yeah, that's not gonna do
Fuck
shit.
us up, bro.
What did they suck? Like they're just not even. They've got shit weapons.
accident.
But to
They
be fair,
got
they're all crashing their shit anyway, so we don't. None of them.
Yeah, land it, bro. What's going on with that? That's such a good point.
Yeah.
Get here from
You got
another
here, you
planet.
land it. We
Yeah.
can't even get to like the moon
Nah,
anymore, bro.
literally, just get here, land, then say what's up,
Yeah.
and then dip. Say this is what we look like, and that's it.
You know what else is crazy? It's like, we don't even know our deep sea creatures as well.
Yeah, that's
The
so true.
deep sea as well. Man, that's scary. Like, there's some.
What's the
crazy
percentage
stuff.
of what we know about the ocean?
Yeah,
it's
there's
not
like-
much.
No,
Yeah.
it's not much at all. Not enough.
No.
Yeah, the other day, we were like down south and at Prevalent, it was whales and shit. It was so nice. The
Yeah.
summer setting, beautiful. 2 days later, all the whales that were migrating just washed up in Albany.
I saw
and
that
I was
on
on
the
this emotional
news.
roller coaster. Like, I
thought they made it.
you know, what are you doing?
I saw something on the news in the whale community. If one whale's left behind, right, they will not leave.
Nice.
So they'll stand by all the other whales, regardless of where they
Take
are.
some notes, humanity.
We can learn from them.
Yeah,
They're all
literally.
fucked, bro.
Yeah, literally.
They're good at communicating as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. One of our blokes in forward would be like, nah, fuck it. Let's
Yeah.
go. He's holding us back.
Yeah, suck eggs, keep up. That's fair. So that rattled me.
You know, there's some fish at the bottom of the ocean that have like flashlights on their head.
Yeah. Anglican fish.
Anglican.
What is it called? Anglican.
Those religious ones. Christian fish.
What do they call them?
Anglerfish?
Yeah, something like that. Anglefish.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Anglerfish?
Yeah, that's it. Angler sounds right.
Would
Well,
you just go down there in a submarine?
No,
That
no,
big?
not that
No.
one. That from
No,
I was driving.
oh.
Tear-duck buggles, that.
Yeah.
And like the deeper you go in the ocean, the more like fucked
And
looking
they're all
these
Yeah,
creatures
yeah,
look.
definitely.
Well, they
Like,
said less people have been that deep than to space, so that's pretty wild.
yeah, that's actually crazy.
More people have been up in space, you know?
I'm just looking up.
Oh,
Did you go
they-
to space? I kind of want to.
Nah.
Yeah, I would,
Just
if I had the chance to
confirm
go,
it,
yeah.
Give me some confirmation
Yeah.
of reality.
Like, look at
I
this.
feel like I wouldn't make sense of it though. I'd be in space and be like,
Nah, this is fucked.
this is fake.
Fake, bro.
It's like when you're like, you know, like you're flying on an airplane, you're like, I'm literally in the clouds right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just shut the thing.
Airplanes don't make sense,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
You're
Oh.
just in this little
Yeah.
tube that's flying.
People for millions of years would have like dreamt of being in the skies,
Yeah,
and
we're
we're
just
just like,
like,
oh yeah, no.
He was
So
like, this
yeah.
sucks.
Oh, yeah.
This
Can you
sucks,
can you close your window so I
Yeah.
can watch Netflix?
What's wrong with us?
Cruise ships are crazy too.
Like, bro, they're so big. I saw the Mr. Beast video and it's
Yeah.
on that thing. I'm like, why is there a
does-
water slide on a fucking
I don't
boat?
care what anyone says. Doesn't make sense how that shit floats.
Nah.
Yeah.
10,000 people and nah. It's fake, bro.
Boats scare me, dude. When you go up to them and they're like really large, dude, that
you
is
seen-
freaky.
What is that?
That's just
dude?
a deep sea creature.
Yeah,
That
that's
is not
It's
meant
like
to
from
be
Nemo,
real,
bro.
bro.
Look at the teeth.
But then again,
Anyway,
imagine
continue.
aliens seeing that and they go, I'm not going there, bro.
They're like,
they
"This is
have,
crazy,
they
yeah,
have
man."
them.
oh the
Oh,
blobfish.
dude.
Yeah.
We'll go back to a normal question.
Yeah.
All right. How did you get the name Dear Sunday? Because we might have asked you last time, but I've forgotten.
Yeah, I forget too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine was going to start a clothing label and then brought it up in conversation. We were actually going to be called Late Night Bingo.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We had some placemaker name for a
It was
bit.
shit house. And then I asked him if he was still going to use it. He was like, nah, but he got it from a girl's Instagram story because she was hungover, and it was like, "Dear Sunday, I hate you." Oh. So yeah,
it's about being hungover. So
yeah,
so it was stolen.
Yeah,
yeah, stolen. Yeah.
So
no, that's cool.
Yeah, and I don't know. That when we said it was pretty much it.
Yeah,
which is good.
Did you go through some other names or no?
Nah, Late Night Bingo. That was it.
Yeah.
And then Dear Sunday.
Yeah.
I
That was a
like
place
both.
making. Yeah.
Well,
I
Dear
feel
Sunday
we're
works though.
Yeah, Dear Sunday's a bit more
Late Night Bingo is more of like if you're like a
skegs.
like, you know, just
garagey,
thrashy
fun.
band, you know,
Yeah,
like,
okay.
yeah.
I feel that.
I'd be
Just
like
something a bit more.
what's it called? Alter Ego band.
Yeah.
Might spice
What would
it
you
up.
guys name your band if you had to?
Oh wow, what kind of band?
It's a hard thing when you think about it. Like
It
just
is. I don't know
come
if
up
I
with a
come up
name
with a
from
band name
yeah.
at all.
So many band names sound trash when you first say them until you
nothing sounds good till you make it. I
Yeah.
feel, yeah.
Like
Nothing's
this-
a good idea till it's good.
Yeah, literally.
Like psychedelic porn crumpets.
yeah.
You say that now, you're fine
Yeah,
with it.
I'm
But
fine
like,
with it,
yeah.
mate.
yeah.
But now it's like that's a really
That's a cool name.
It's like on Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Loaded Diaper, that band.
Loaded
It's like there's a way of doing it. It's like the last thing you ate and the color of your pants, or like a thing
those,
like that.
those
That's how you can-
generators, yeah.
Yeah.
Who
That's
is
how
it that
Post
got
Malone
the-
his name?
Was
Yeah.
that Post Malone?
With the-
And like,
with the
was it
generator.
Childish Gambino as well? Did he do a rap?
I don't know, but that name's cool.
Yeah.
That is a cool name.
Yeah.
Rap
What
man
music would we
generator.
make if we were in like a duo or a band?
Hip hop.
Yeah, maybe.
hip hop, man. Fuck.
Hip hop would be cool.
I want to do a hip hop song for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think being in a band is the coolest type of music to make. I reckon.
I
Surely
like
it's the
seeing
most fun, you know?
I like seeing like physically seeing the music.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah.
There was one time at work, so like I work in a warehouse and we have like all types of music from all different people play. And there was like a punk song came on. I can't remember what it was, but it was one of those like 2000s type of punk songs,
Yeah.
like a high school
Yeah.
TV show type song.
Yeah, sick.
And I loved it. And like I was singing it with one of my mates at work and like we actually sounded good. And I was like, yeah, if this doesn't work out.
Call yourself Warehouse Alien. Warehouse.
Alien Warehouse.
Alien Warehouse.
So you have
Is
one
that
good
a-
song and it's a great fucking
Sounds
name.
good.
Yeah.
Alien Warehouse?
Actually, yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
That's
But
actually
no-
pretty cool.
I think Alienware's, that's like a brand already.
yeah,
is it?
anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Alien Warehouse,
Nah.
baby. Let's go. Support us on the next show we do.
I need to learn an instrument first.
Oh, I was actually
What's
talking
the
to...
easiest instrument to learn? Is there one that is?
I don't know. It's like
I don't know. I still can't play the
yeah.
fucking
Ben
thing,
doesn't even
so-
know the names of his
Yeah,
chords.
but
so,
you
yeah.
can, at least you're good at it.
So
Yeah.
somewhat, I try.
You can play lots of instruments.
Oh yeah, I'm Asian. So.
But what do you think is the easiest, or was the easiest for you?
I think what I always saw is like with bass, there's like not a big learning curve at the start to like get to a competent level, but then being really good at bass is really difficult,
Okay.
like because
Yeah, it's
know,
like
yeah.
less is more, but if you're good, then you can fit in the pocket pretty well.
yeah,
So
you can do
important.
basics on the bass.
Yeah, surely.
Just
right?
root notes is cool.
yeah,
Mm.
Give me 6
We can get you up for a
months.
song for sure.
yeah, for sure.
No, you could, because when we play Wanna Stay Live, everyone swaps instruments, and sometimes the people who play drums for us can't play bass, but they can play the song. We just teach them it.
We say 12.
That's
And
how
then
I do
two
it in my
down.
head.
12, 2 down, and then
The
5.
2 dots on the guitar, you'll see it over there on your one.
Yeah, 12, 2
Oh,
down.
you
Yeah.
run by dots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy. I talk to myself in my head so often when I play guitar.
Yeah.
I'm like, where the fuck's the next chord? And then my hand goes there and I go, that was lucky. And then I think to myself, stop thinking that I was lucky and sing. And I go, I am singing. And I go, fucking have a Dexy, you ADHD motherfucker, and think about one thing at a time. So many times I'll go to play a song and I'll be like, fuck this, what's the fucking starting chord? And my hand will just go there and I'll be like, that was weird.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, lucky.
You're like, thanks.
Yeah, lucky you don't have another 45 minutes of this. Pull yourself together.
And how would you boys describe yourself to any new listeners that we have? How would you describe
Shit
yourself?
house. No, I don't know. We're
Yeah.
pretty transparent and fun. All that shit's like, well, you explain it probably better than I do.
I don't know, eh?
It's weird when someone
Pretty
asks that
generic
question.
4-piece band
Yeah.
type music.
Fun,
Yeah.
no, fun's a good word though. Like
Yeah.
I get that through your music and your shows, especially.
The shows
it's
are
a fun
definitely
environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with our live shows, we've always tried to cater like even when we pick our songs, we pick our faster paced songs,
Yeah.
like because we just like to have energy with our sets and stuff. Like
Which is annoying because
Yeah.
now
But then it's
Spotify
weird
start
because-
pushing all
yeah.
our slow shit.
it's weird when like you forget that people come to shows not just to party, because in Perth, especially, I think like live shows, people sort of just come to party as well. Whereas like now people actually come in and like see our music, they want to see the slower side of songs as well. Whereas we just think that everyone just wants to like go wild in the crowd. So it's like trying to cater your your set to fit the people.
Man, I don't reckon we've
called
ever
or
played a
listening,
show
or-
where someone hasn't requested a song that we're not going to play.
Yeah.
Oh,
It feels
really?
so bad, bro.
Yeah.
People were like, "Are you going to play this song?" And you're like,
Yeah, sorry, it's not.
They probably come for that one song
Literally,
as
yeah.
well.
Well, we had this nice little moment in, I think it was Melbourne.
Sunshine Coast.
Was it?
Yeah,
that what it was?
Sunshine at Soul Bar.
Yeah, that's a sick venue, by the way. If they
yeah.
ever hear this, thanks for looking after us always.
Some dude came up to us and he's like, "Oh, like, man, I was struggling to like get over my weed addiction, and then like your song Lonely really helped us out," which we wrote about like addiction and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like then you're like, well, like music's actually having
Oh,
an
you
impact
actually
in
like
certain
it?
areas, yeah, or like actually has like meaning or done something positive in
Yeah.
someone's life, which is like that's
That's-
pretty mental as
yeah,
well.
that's
like,
crazy.
the whole.
But
other
we didn't play the
side,
song, so sorry.
Like, yeah, no, we did that song.
No, we
right,
did.
yeah.
It's one of those things.
Well, I would even say for like you guys as well, like there were people that out there, like, you know, you're kind of comedic and stuff that like would listen to just sort of have that break.
Or if
from,
you
like,
miss an
you know,
episode,
like,
they'll
yeah.
be like, oh.
Yeah,
But,
you know, like,
yeah,
post
you
late.
registered to me.
Yeah,
ever.
use it as like
It's
a,
weird.
Well,
you know,
it's
like,
so
it's
weird.
also like I relate to that. I listen to like only like 3 or 4 podcasts, and you're one of them. And like I'll get in the car, and I know when you're going to release or whatever, and I know the schedule throughout my week about who I can listen to and when I'm going to listen to.
Crazy,
Yeah.
to be honest.
So it's like always fucking post. You better fucking post.
Oh, we've
The
actually.
audio's never late. The video is sometimes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's all right.
That's all right. We value the audio a lot, personally, because that's like I listen to a lot of podcasts throughout the week when I'm driving.
Yeah.
And like I'm rarely watching them. Watching is good, but I see it as like an added, like a bonus
Yeah.
feature type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
People
But then
watch
again-
the clips on TikTok more
TikTok.
anyway, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you never know what can go viral on YouTube. Like our episode with Lewd, who's tied in with Harry Styles, his episode is on like 53,000 views now.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And that one just came out of nowhere because
all
he's
Harry
popping
Styles
off.
fans are crazy.
Yeah.
Not in like they're very committed.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
comments like just here for Lloyd. It's like okay.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Yeah.
yeah.
Great. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. man.
I'm like,
Fuck the episode.
I reply back. I'm like, I'll stay for 2 or 3, please.
Please subscribe.
Give us a chance.
No, that's crazy, man. If you said that a couple of years ago that you'd be doing that,
Yeah.
you'd probably say not a chance.
Mm.
Actually, no, you probably said, of course we are.
No, we were pretty like confident with like what we were doing at that time.
Yeah.
Like, so we knew. Well, I've always had a thing in my head, and I think Dill has too. Like, we're gonna get like to a point where we can do this full time, and
Yeah.
we're gonna have all these crazy stories and experiences. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but it's gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
we just
It's
keep
ups
putting
and
in
downs
the.
too. Like it feels like when good things happen, it all happens at once.
Yeah,
Like so many
yeah,
good
yeah.
things happen in a small bubble, then it's like
Yeah.
a bit of a dry run.
Neither
and you're like,
also
fuck.
like just take a moment to be like, we are getting shit done.
Yeah.
Because that's always like that we spoke about before. But it's fucking. Sometimes you're like,
Yeah, you keep chasing
we're
the
doing-
next like big thing, but you're like,
Yeah, or
the
you
week
watch
to
your
week stuff
friends
is still
do like
gangster.
do cool shit, and you're like just envious, being like, fuck, man. Like, but then again, they watched us go to LA. They watched us sing.
Yeah,
for, like
it's kind of.
headline slot
They
for-
always say the grass is greener. Like you see people, you know, getting a house or stuff, and I think, man, should I have a house? Like, 'cause
I
when
can't
you-
afford a coffee,
When I was
bro.
like 18, I would think that being 24 was like, oh,
Yeah,
adults.
yeah,
But now I'm
yeah.
24 and I'm like,
Getting ready to
oh,
get
fuck.
married
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
like,
I'm still 18. Like, it's weird.
I
Yeah.
think like society as a whole is getting a little bit caught up in other people's lives, and it's been like this since social media, but everyone's getting so caught up
Crazy
with
now,
what other
bro.
people are doing.
Yeah.
You think that you have to be sorted out by this age, or you have to have
for
this
sure.
by that age,
Yeah.
and then jealousy
It's pretty
creeps in.
fucking like burnt out, that whole stereotype of that.
It's a big WA thing, I reckon, though. Like, everyone's kind of really well off in WA. Like,
Yeah.
gets a house by
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
24
people
or something.
settle down quicker here,
Yeah,
I think. Than
Whereas, like,
Yeah.
in Melbourne, it'd be normal for someone to just be renting their whole life
100%.
here. It's
Yeah.
like, if you haven't owned a house by 30, you're like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
it does this 100%. It feels like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
In most other countries, like, if you're in Korea or something, you know, like, none of my friends ever be owning a house ever. You're just
Yeah.
renting, like,
Yeah.
and that's normal. And that's fine. Like,
I feel like it's a good idea to not get too invested in that stuff, otherwise you find yourself in
Yeah,
a bit of a rut.
100%.
Going, what the fuck
Sad.
am I doing? Yeah, we're all just
yeah,
crying
I
on the
know,
podcast.
Maybe the people with all that responsibility would sometimes be envious of
I'd
people
much
who
rather
don't
have
have
no
it, you know
money
what
to
I
be
mean?
doing
So
cool
they're
shit
like,
with
oh,
my
it must
friends.
be nice to not have all
well, I
that
talk to like
responsibility.
friends with a mortgage and stuff. Like, oh, no, I can't. Like,
Can't do
yeah,
this,
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
Yeah. I live at home with my parents.
And I drive convertibles. Fuck you.
Yeah, literally. That's fucking piss funny. Yeah, my sister's hustles. She like works so much. Has just bought and like she had a house when she was like fucking 23 or something.
Yeah.
24. Now she sold that and bought another one. Like, I'm here like, just break it even.
But you're making cool memories and having fun along the way.
Yeah, fuck responsibilities, eh?
I always say that, like, I think whenever it's a random Thursday or something, and we'll just be getting lunch, and we're like, oh, adults just in Freo on a Thursday. That's kind of weird. Shouldn't we be working in the office? I don't know.
Well, you do work, man, Mister. I've got
3
a job.
days a week's a lot, bro.
Yeah, it is.
I'll do like 20 hours, 25. I think.
Attaboy.
That's a big week. I feel kind of fucked after it too.
Yeah, you reward yourself as well. Like you'll feel so
then
happy.
I'll call in sick the next week if I do a big week.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all about the hustle, isn't it? You're working, dude. This is work.
Yeah,
we always say that. We're always working.
another day at the office.
Well, we've got a new brand deal at the moment, and we're having to record every Wednesday to update the ad read.
Yeah.
And that feels like work, but it's so easy.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck, we've got to put this time away.
Mason's like, oh, you free this afternoon? Like, we should probably do some content stuff. And I'm like, I'll just finish work, just had a shower. And we do is just fuck around. After this, we're going to go do a couples yoga video for TikTok. We're going to do some yoga. Manager's like, you guys need to do more content. We're like, say less. It comes from, it's got nothing to do with music at all.
Content's content.
Yeah, literally.
The more that's out there, the better.
Fully.
For some people.
Yeah, sometimes people find it hard, eh?
Yeah.
We're glad that we don't. We just do it.
Yeah.
We're lazy because we just want to play Fortnite and chill and not do it. But we do it. When we do it, it's not like we have to put on an act or whatever.
It is weird, that concept of the thought of even when we go to a show and we have to provide amps and stuff. Just carrying an amp probably takes about 1 minute to carry it from the car to the stage. We're like, oh man, such a drag.
Such an effort.
And it's like, oh man, as soon as it starts to feel like that, it's such a weird come on, it's not difficult. People out there at work carrying things all day.
Me. Fuck, literally. Oh my god.
We'll wrap it up here, I think.
Another 1:30.
Yeah, an hour and a half.
We don't even do your, what's it called? Who's punching?
After.
We do that in a different
Separate.
thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Can we do you guys right now? Who's punching between you two?
Have you ever done that?
Let us.
Wait, as us in a relationship?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
As as if we didn't know you guys right now. We're just looking at you guys. All right. So Ben, who's punching, Jamo or Dylan? You want to talk us through what you?
People will love this
What
because
you
people
think?
always rip into us.
Yeah.
But it's like,
And
Yeah,
we both said on the internet and in our podcast that we're punching with our girlfriends.
yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, we're doing
So-
full outfit.
Yeah. Well, pretend that we don't know them. So this is just a photo of
They're
them.
going to stand up?
Yeah.
Or? No, that might make it too difficult.
It's just a
Okay.
photo of them. To be fair,
Well, I do like Jamo's fit. I saw him in this morning.
Dill's dripped out. He's
Yeah.
got he's got the cap.
Sorry, I'm not supposed to be talking.
They don't get to talk to us.
Yeah.
They're
You're just a
photo,
picture.
we're just
Yeah,
a
you're
photo.
just a photo.
But I'm obviously a big fan of tattoos. So
Yeah, the tattoos with
Yeah,
the
like,
gold
You
chain.
haven't seen mine.
where's
You're a
yours?
photo, mate.
Stop talking.
Yeah.
Stop trying to win us over.
Yeah, the gold chain with the matching watch as well.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of drift out.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can't win me
Yeah.
over here.
I reckon.
Deal.
Yeah.
Because
Jamo's
Jamo
punching.
talks
Yeah.
too much, man.
Jamo's punching. Yeah.
But he's got the dimples though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. He's got a bit pretty.
Nah, deal. So there you go, done it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Only because you talk too much.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're not
right.
tripped out.
You're kind of stuttering before. And
Yeah,
stuff.
when you fuck when you fuck the microphone and gave me the cool. 100% would have said you before.
Yeah, well, fuck you guys.
Anyway, the cameras didn't work, so
this
There's
episode's
no
never
episode
going out.
this week.
has that been an hour and a half already?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Shit, time
man.
flies.
Does go far.
You know what that is? Time for
I thought we still had like an.
Nando's.
What's the closest one to here?
You know, baby.
Yeah.
Never been to that one.
Did you
Can't
try
remember
the Did we? Because I think we spoke about it last time, but the mild and barbecue
We haven't
sauce.
tried that yet.
You haven't
Dude.
tried
I
it
gotta
yet.
do it today.
Yeah. You got to do it
Yeah, it's delicious.
Every time for you boys?
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
I
time.
work at so many Nando's, dude. That's like one of the maintenance contacts we
Yeah.
have. Slippery floors in that kitchen, dude. And I have to full pretend like I'm not there because I still eat it.
Yeah.
But still the go-to.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's
Barbecue.
great.
And mild mixed. All right,
Thanks for coming on, boys. We
Buddy,
appreciate
love
your
you
time
guys.
as
Thanks for
always.
having us. Yeah,
We're excited to see what you
Yeah.
guys do in the future.
yeah.
So we gave you Dear Sunday shirts and one of them's got a chocolate stain on it, so you're going to have to
that's
pay
all
right.
scissors.
That's
That's
extra special.
You get the chocolate
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I probably would have chosen you if you were going to do a Sunday show, to be fair. Thank you so much.
We
for
love you,
having us.
fellas. Thank you so much.
Cheers, lads. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Thank you for listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show. Make sure to subscribe to the boys on YouTube and share the podcast with a mate.